In July of 2013, a bizarre video game appeared online. It was called Kanye Quest 3030, and on the surface, it seemed like nothing more than a weird indie project made by a fan of hip-hop. The premise was absurd.
So if you watch my videos for a while, you know I have last few years always trying to make this AI video production workflow work. And it's been with some success, but I think now we are really close to something perfect. I've been working on this over the weekend, and it's just insane, to be honest, how good it's gotten since the last time I tried. So I don't know if I'm gonna go through all the steps here, but basically I can take this quick. So this is the full workflow. So we have some source material, and we're gonna check the archive if we have done the story before, just to check. Extract MP3 files from the MP4 files and transcribe them into text using Whisper. Generate the video script, the voiceover script, send it to 11 Labs, and we're going to retranscribe the voiceover to get timestamps that we can compare with the clips. And for that we need to generate the timeline, generate AI images to fill in gaps in our video that is missing clips for. So that we're using Nano Banana Pro for that. And we're going to process the clips, we're going to compose the video again with FFmpeg, generate some thumbnails and some data if we need that. And yeah, we're gonna archive the story so we know that we have already done this story. That's the final clip. And then we have the video fully able. We also have some background music and stuff. So I just want to show you how this works. Oops. I just want to show you how this works now and how good it has become with Opus, Claude Code, and all of the other bunch of tools that is new. So yeah, let me just walk you through like a full workflow of this, and we're gonna see what kind of video we can generate. So the way I have been using this is trying to create clips from my own videos. That has been my testing, but I wanted to show you a bit more interesting use case for the video. Yeah, because my videos are a bit boring for this. I'm a big fan of the YouTube channel Chilling Scares, and he often has different stories inside his videos. So I just got a copy of his video here, Disturbing Internet Mysteries That Has Been Solved. I really recommend checking that out. So I put that into my video folder here on Cursor, and that is basically all I want to do. Usually I just put my own videos here, but I just want to show you kind of how this works with a bit more of an interesting story. Okay, so what I can do now is I can go to Claude, and I can just do, yeah, Claude Code. Want to head into that. I am in my, yeah, Claude Code here. I think you should see this, maybe this. Okay, perfect. So we have something called custom commands. So I have created a custom command for my workflow. So I can quickly show you how this looks now. If we go to my custom command, you can see here we have all the steps. So your expert scriptwriter, writing exciting stories, interesting to watch, great hooks and pasting. And we have the step, remember the image we had, step 1, 0 to 10. All of this is described in my / command here in Claude Code. So basically, hopefully, I can just press enter now, and the full video workflow will be done autonomously. That's my goal. So let's see if we actually can do this now. So kind of what's gonna happen now is this command is just gonna follow everything we put into our instructions, right? So step 0 to 10. So you can see now it's kind of looking for what videos do we have. You can see we found the Disturbing Mysteries video that we put in. Okay, let's do this. So we're gonna probe it to see the length. We're also gonna check out what stories we have done in our archive. Okay, we probed the video, we found the length of it, and the source video is about 27 minutes long. Check the storage, we haven't archived yet. Okay, that's good. So now we can just wait for that. So what we are doing now is we're taking the MP4 file and extracting only the audio, because we only want the MP3 file to run with Whisper here to get the full transcription with the timestamps. I'm gonna show you how that looks when this is complete. Okay, so you can see that was completed. Now we got 300 segments of transcription, and we're gonna check it out. So if we go in here, you can see the transcription here now. This is, I can zoom in a bit. So the first, from second 3 till 9, we have this text. On January 25th of January 2010, Reddit user Disco Godfather 692 made a post. So now we kind of get the start, the end, and the text, right? So this is important when we are gonna select here what kind of stories we want to do, or when we can find clips, because these clips also relate to the audio and what kind of clips are in the video we can do a clip from, okay? So you can see now we are looking at kind of what stories we're gonna pick. This is gonna pick the Kanye Quest 3030 story, okay? This is what we're gonna do. The source run from, okay, so we kind of look at the original video. So we just want to get the one ARG occult mystery story in this video game. Okay, perfect. So let's see what's gonna do next is actually we're gonna generate the voiceover script that we are gonna send to 11 Labs to actually get our full story here. So yeah, yes, I want to do that. Okay, and here we have the full script. So it's 9... how many seconds? 500 seconds. That's about, yeah, you can see the full script here. So this is what we are sending to 11 Labs. Perfect. Generate voiceover. And we have like a set voice, some generic voice I found. And now we are running this script here, Python code, to actually generate the voiceover script. What we're gonna do now when this script is over is that we need to retranscribe it. If you remember this step here, retranscribe voiceover, because we also need the timestamps for the new story, right? So it's 7 minutes and 20 seconds, and now we're gonna transcribe this again to get the timestamps for our voiceover. Okay, so that was done. So now you can see the next up, we're gonna actually create the visual timeline we talked about. So this is the timeline where we want to look at how we should put the story together based on the clips and the timestamps. And we're also gonna generate some, I see we can do 3 AI images here to fit in the gaps we maybe are missing in our story, right? So we're gonna do 3 images, maybe that's at least 3 images, okay? And these are gonna be incorporated into the video. So yeah, let's just do these images and then we can move on. Okay, so our timeline is done, and we can look at how this looks now. So if we go in here, I think it's actually in... so if you look at timeline now, you can see this is how we're gonna do this. Okay, so let me just check. Yeah, timeline, okay. So you can see now we have a plan here, we have a clip, and where this starts, what kind of clip it is, and it's a hook, right? 35 seconds, and perfect. So that is kind of our timeline, 13 clips and 4 images. So now we're gonna generate those images. Okay, so I think our images is done now. If we go in here and check the image folder, yeah, we have 4 different images that we are gonna use in our video here. They all kind of look the same. Perfect. Kanye Quest 3030. Perfect. So now it's basically starting to processing the clips. And this is quite boring, so this is just an FFmpeg operation in 2 parts. So I'm just gonna skip this for you and take you back when, yeah, that should be basically our video done now. So I just wanted to bring you back because we are now coming into the final part. We have actually clipped everything together. The video editing is done by the AI, so that should be finished. And you can see we are at 17 minutes. So fully autonomously, we are at 17 minutes. This took from start to finish. And that is pretty incredible. And when you see the results now, you will kind of see what I mean. And this has completely changed how I do clips from my videos, right? It just saves me so much time. It does the video editing, it does the planning, it comes up with a story, so I can create different stories from my videos. I create images to fill in the gaps we are missing. I can do background music, as you will hear, that I created with Suno. I can get title suggestions. The video game, that was actually a cult recruitment tool. Okay, that's pretty interesting. We can get thumbnails. What thumbnails did they come up with for this video type? We get a description. Of course, this is an example, but for my video, this could be something else. So these are the thumbnails it came up with. We have some, yeah, I don't like that. Do I like this thumbnail? I don't think so. What about this? Nah, not the best. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, okay, so the thumbnails could have some work here, but basically you get the idea. And basically now I think all we have to do, so we archive the story so we don't repeat this if I'm gonna do some future videos on, yeah, of course not on this, but on my channel. So I think all we have to do now is just watch a minute or something of the completed video. So you, yeah, know what, okay, perfect, so that was done. So let's just watch a minute of it, and yeah, I think you're gonna like it. So if we go here now, you can find the final video here, okay. So I'm gonna open this in like a separate player, and I'm gonna play you like 1 minute or something. I'm gonna turn off my camera here.
In July of 2013, a bizarre video game appeared online. It was called Kanye Quest 3030, and on the surface, it seemed like nothing more than a weird indie project made by a fan of hip-hop. The premise was absurd. You played as Kanye West, who falls through a mysterious portal and wakes up in the year 3030. In this dystopian future, America is ruled by a clone of rapper Lil B, who believes himself to be a god. The world is filled with clones of other famous rappers: Tupac, Jay-Z, Eminem. Your mission as the player is to assemble a team of these legendary artists, defeat Lil B, and save the country. It was strange. It was kind of funny, and for a while people played it, laughed about it, and moved on. The game even caught the attention of Video Game Donkey, one of the most respected reviewers on YouTube. But like most indie games from that era, it eventually faded into obscurity. No one gave it a second thought until January 2015, when someone discovered what the game was really hiding. An anonymous user made a post on 8chan detailing a shocking discovery. At one point in the game, an NPC asked the player a simple question: "What do you want to do?" There's a 6-letter blank space where you can type your response. Most players typed random words and moved on, but this user decided to type something different: ascend. The moment they hit enter, everything changed. The player character...
Okay, so that was pretty good, right? I've been just so impressed over this weekend trying to figure out this pipeline. And I haven't really kind of comprehended what this really means for kind of my workflow yet. But I'm definitely gonna keep exploring. Also, I just wanted to mention, you can see for the thumbnails, we extracted some frames from the video that we tried to use in the thumbnails, right? And with Nano Banana Pro, we can kind of take this, yeah, you can see we could have used this to a new level. But what this means for my workflow and how I do video automation, I haven't kind of comprehended yet. But basically, this is going to be a huge change because Opus 4.5, especially in Claude Code, is so good at actually creating these stories, putting everything together, not making mistakes. And the videos I've been doing has been just so good. They've been like very good production, and the story and the clipping has been very interesting because Claude here, it doesn't only do the clipping, it also do the planning. So it kind of has the context of what the video is about, and from that it writes a script based on that, and it selects clips it wants to put into this to tell the story. So what I'm gonna try out the next few days is bring in like a bunch of different videos and try to create an interesting story based on a lot of different sources. That is going to be my next project. So if a lot of people like this video, I'm going to do a follow-up how that went. So yeah, hopefully this gave you some inspiration what you can do with the new Opus or with other tools. Yeah, just go out there and do crazy stuff because this is getting really interesting. And I have a bunch of other video ideas I want to share too with things I've been doing lately. One of them has made me a good chunk of money, actually. I might share that too. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, hope this gave you some inspiration, and I'll see you again soon.